greatest wombo combo. A nice pop-off from... It's not a wombo combo, but it's more deserving than the current wombo combo vids.
I want to see this. It just, you keep talking about it, it just sounds amazing every time.
Oh, yeah. You really have to see it, man. Oh, definitely.
All right.
Definitely. We'll show them Ganon and Mario, and we'll definitely test our Captain Falcon and Mario. Really, since I knew Ganon better than Captain Falcon at the start, I just thought, hey, I might as well just get to know everyone for get to know him for the tournament. I was already into it. While we were screwing around one day trying to think up 2v2 strategies, we learned Mario, since Friendly Fire was on, we could flood each other. And in that, I was once trying to Warlock punch a CPU because I was a cocky asshole, and of course it was a CPU, so I was expecting they were going to eat it. And while we were doing that, JT Wild was trying to use a flood because some people argue that the flood is useless in this game.
No.
JT Wild is definitely a guy that proves he can use all of Mario's tools, especially the flood, even when it doesn't seem like that good an option. But his game is strong, and while we were screwing around with CPUs on 2v2, he was going for that usual gimp with the flood. I was trying to Warlock punch someone, and we were conveniently in range. And while we didn't hit anyone with the Ganon cannon, we learned we could definitely use this to our advantage while on the stage. And lo and behold, we developed the Ganon cannon, polished it up with some sandbags, and we went to the tournament. We rocked the house because my Ganon was very flashy. I was a crowd favorite along with JT Wild, even though JT Wild is a far better player. But really, I was very flashy with my
The
Ganon.
humbleness.
Yes, very.
This is coming from him, not me.
Yeah. Very, very good Mario, and our two characters complement each other, and the only thing that will complement them better is Captain Falcon and Mario.
I hope so. I want to see that. I mean, I'm a big Ganon fan, but if it works better with Captain Falcon, then let's see it happen.
And I'm a more aggressive guy, which it works better with Captain Falcon on 1v1s, but it can also work with Ganon 2v2s.
So is this Thor versus Dan, or did they just not change their names?
Yeah, it's Dan and Thor.
Okay, cool.
So far, Wario's got it. He's using his aerial game quite well, as any good Wario should.
And he's using that motorbike.
There we go.
He plays Smash Bros. On motorbikes.
Oh, yeah.
You're a weeboo, you get that reference.
Yeah, of course. We got references here for days, kids. And here's the what gave birth to the idea of the KO punch, Wario's fart attack.
He's got it. Yeah, he's fully charged. He's glowing brown.
Oh, indeed. Personally, I think that's exactly what inspired the...
Got it.
Yeah, there we go. That's
Nailed
what I
it.
think inspired the KO punch. Not because it kills. I mean, it kills, definitely, as we just saw. But it's definitely... The KO punch has the same sort of idea. And, I guess, for lack of a better term, psychology to it, where you see Wario start glowing and you're like, oh, I want to set this up. Where, rather, as any good little mag...
solid back air.
Yes.
It hurts.
Clearly, he knows Ness's aerial game very well. But Wario's just, he's got him better on the matchup. Definitely.
Well, I love Wario. I don't play him, but I see Wario, and he's so goofy and floaty, and his attacks are big and wide, and they have long hurt boxes. I think he's a really solid character that just is underrepresented.
Yeah, definitely. Usually when it comes to fighting games, the goofy character is usually either very fun to watch or very, very, very top tier.
I don't know about top tier. Top 20 for Wario. That's what I'm saying.
Well, Wario's not top tier, but he's up there. He's definitely mid tier, mid to mid high.
Around there, yeah.
Yeah.
I like him. Like I said, I think he just has a lot of really good tools.
Definitely. That poop game.
Listen, like if you can take out your opponent with your gas, then you've accomplished something in this life.
Oh yeah.
You should be proud of yourself.
It's like Little Mac's KO punch, but as I learned while skimming over some YouTube videos with Little Mac, did you know that Little Mac has a tech where he can instantly KO punch out of his shield? A one-frame KO punch.
I don't know how to do the tech, but yeah, I know that it's a thing.
It requires or I wouldn't say requires, but if you're using any sort of controller other than 3DS, it requires certain precision. But basically the tech is Little Mac, if he shields, or perfect shields, even better. If you roll your thumb across the Y and the B button, you can do an instant KO punch out of your shield.
Awesome.
It's a very interesting
So you jump cancel it?
It's essentially a jump cancel, but since Little Mac's Kale Punch has the property of bringing you down to the stage just a little, you hit the stage and then immediately go into a grounded Kale Punch, which kills exactly the same.
Hold on a second. Is something going wrong with the match? What's happening here? Do you want to restart? Yeah, if you had a button error, no one hit anybody. Well, just go ahead. I think. I mean, it's up to him.
Oh, Donkey Kong. Now back to the players at hand. This is my first time here at Galloping Ghosts.
You gonna come again?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
Oh, I'm really been looking for venues to play fighting games. As I said, I'm mostly a Blaze Blue guy.
They do anime fighters here. I don't know if they do Blaze Blue. You do Blaze Blue?
Guilty Gear Blaze Blue, really?
I don't know what else to play. I think they play Unio.
Guilty Gear is definitely my go-to game. It's
I love Guilty Gear. I think Guilty Gear is a really great game.
Oh, Guilty Gear, yes. Its successor, Blaze Blue, while good, I personally, anyone who's played Guilty Gear, I have a friend who thinks otherwise.
Yeah, I agree. I think Guilty Gear is much better than Blaze Blue.
Yeah,
maybe not much better, but better.
Oh, Xrd, it's a little different. As someone who mained Potemkin and was really happy with, since Ark really championed the grapplers when it came to Guilty Gear, I loved them for it. I played Potemkin for a while for XX, and that's really what brought me into Ganon for this game.
Yeah, I can't say I was ever any good at Guilty Gear, but I did like playing Kai Kisuke.
Oh, Kai. Yes, Kai's a very fun guy.
He's got a big sword. He says, "This is my big sword. Don't come here." I don't know. I know nothing about the community for that game. I don't got jokes. I played Kai. I liked Kai. That's all I got to say about that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll show up. You'll see my. Do you guys play Chrono Phantasma? The newest Blaze Blue. Oh. Well, if they have Chrono Phantasma and they stream it, you'll definitely be seeing my Azrael sooner or later. But anyway, back to the match at hand. Wario's.
He's in the lead again.
Yeah.
He's not getting hit.
Very good.
Something I'd like to see.
You usually expect the Wario to be very, very overconfident with his aerial game and even with his ground game at times with the motorbike. You see this guy playing it safe with his aerials. See? Oh, good.
He takes his time. He hits where he needs to hit. He makes sure that he's not leaving himself open to getting punished. I like what he's doing.
Yeah, Smash is definitely a game of patience and defense.
This is the most defensive game in the series.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Shields are really strong. Approaching is much more difficult. You have to play defense here.
And that is particularly why I don't know why for any installment in the Smash series they added Little Mac in this one. Personally, I think if he was in Melee, oh boy, he would be a joy to play.
Even with his poor aerial game?
Oh, even with his poor aerial game. I mean, granted, really, I wouldn't say, as a Little Mac player, I wouldn't say his aerial game is poor. I'd say his
recovery.
His recovery is absolutely abysmal. He has very few recovery options, and the most pro Little Mac would only really know how to use his counter and time his counter very well to get back up on the stage. But even then, it's a win-lose situation. It's very sad for what they did to Little Mac. But if he was in Melee, I'm sure he would have been a very fun character to watch.
So much wave dashing.
Oh,
so many moonwalks.
Indeed.
Just the moonwalk into the forward smash that just sends you flying at 30%.
Oh, again with the Wario. Very, very good Wario. I like this.
Got it. I was waiting for it.
Man, 3-stocked it. As said, this guy's a patient Wario. He knows when to go in. Just like with any good Little Mac, which I unfortunately am not. He's very patient. Waits for that punish. Waits to get in with his aerials, which Little Mac surprisingly he can do. You can auto cancel his N air needs no.
Was that not 2 games? Okay.
As a Little Mac player, his aerial game is definitely not as bad as it's advertised to be. He can auto cancel and go into attacks on the ground. Oh dear. You can see what. Oh.
Let's see the follow-up. Let's see the follow-up.
Ooh, oh my.
Beautiful. Oh wow, the The
Dear me.
footstool messed him up there, actually.
Yeah, I think Dan's getting a little confident here. He's getting a bit more aggressive with Wario.
Yeah.
Granted, it might be just Smashville.
It could be. I don't know. I'm watching it. I'm not seeing him use those basics so well anymore. He's going a little too hard.
Good. Clearly, he still has it. Keeping it safe with the up airs. Good, good. Ooh. Yeah, with that F smash.
Well, the percentage is too high at this point. Knock this man out the box. Do it.
Oh. Oh.
The air dodge.
Very good use of the in air. I think
Okay,
it's down
that was
air.
good. I like that. He went in for the back air, but then he whipped, so he got a down air to make sure he landed safely on stage. Thor, they're redoing their first match.
Oh, why?
Because his shield bone was broken, so they agreed to redo a match.
Oh dear. I hope we get to see mind games on motorcycles.
Mind games on motorcycles.
And that is an actual thing.
He waited. He didn't.
Oh,
His timing was bad on that.
Oh my.
He did wait for the air dodge, but he just didn't follow it up at the right time.
Wow. Oh
Wow.
Very
Okay.
good back air. Clearly, this Ness is also a very patient Ness player.
Yeah, they were both very careful there.
Is Wario gonna waste that? Or no, I wouldn't say.
Oh,
waste.
nice.
I wouldn't say waste, but is he gonna risk? Oh no, looks like he wouldn't need to. I was gonna say, is he gonna use his fart to take him out at a high percentage?
No, I think he was going to save it. Thor should have grabbed the corner there. That's a pretty common mistake, I find. It's certainly one I make. But I think a lot of people will land back on the stage because they feel like it's right, but you can't land at people's forward smashes.
Unless you're Little Mac, you really shouldn't be considering that. And I mean,
No.
Little Mac, it goes without saying why Little Mac would not.
Dan,
Yeah, the Wario.
it's 1-0. Dan is 1.
My.
Oh,
missed the
man.
combo. Oh, but he still ran it back. It's good. Clearly, he has very good adaptability, but this Wario is just way too good with his defensive game. It's very fun to watch, actually.
It is. It's always these characters you don't see played that are the fan favorites.
And I hope My Little Mac would be, or it depends. Since I have equal mastery of both Ganon and Little Mac, well, I suppose I'm far better with my Ganon, but I don't downplay my Little Mac too much. There's certainly some danger to it.
Well, yeah, it's the danger of having that poor recovery.
Oh, yes.
That's the biggest danger. But having that super armor on the down smash and the forward smash it's so good.
Yes, it provides a very, very good ledge guarding option. It's rather nice. His down smash? Oh, come on.
The down smash is good. The down smash is great against people that don't have good horizontal recovery.
Oh, indeed. And even if you're one of those guys like a Mewtwo King who reads frames ins and out, if you know when to hit that down smash, you can even ledge guard a horizontal recovery. I've seen people do it on Marth of all people. It's quite stunning.
Terrifying. I don't want to see none of that.
Exactly. But you just like with the case with Rosalina, you don't see many non-For Glory Little Macs in the competitive scene. People just
No.
don't want to deal with him. It's really
Well,
sad.
plus when you can ban out the flat stages, he's got another disadvantage to work against.
Oh, indeed. But even then, since we don't see enough Little Macs, people think, oh, if he has Battlefield, that means platforms, which means Little Mac's at a disadvantage. But surprisingly, Battlefield for a good Little Mac could be even more advantageous than FD.
Gone.
Oh, got him with the fart.
Oof, so many fart KOs.
Very
It's
good,
beautiful and disgusting.
very good.